right, you guys. So I am trying to make a video of this because I want to document my emotions and I want to document what I'm going through before it leaves my memory. So we just left the courthouse, my husband and I, and for the name change, because I am in the process of correcting the spelling of my first name, and I also changed my middle name. So I just found out, you guys, that not only is my middle name misspelled on my birth certificate, and it's different spellings on my birth certificate and my social security card. So I just found out that the first name is misspelled on both documents as well. The reason I did not catch any of this all my life is because I have always carried my social security card around in my purse. So that's the spelling that I have always went with, was the spelling on my social security card. I never ever really pull my birth certificate out unless someone asks for a second document. So it's always in a file cabinet. I did get a passport many years back, but we caught the middle name. My husband caught the middle name, but he didn't catch the first name. So today, well, we got a message from the courts yesterday saying that the judge noticed that there were incorrect spellings of my name and that we would need to come back in and, basically redo the whole thing all over again, is what they were saying, because we misspelled. Well, I went back in with my social security card, my birth certificate, and I showed her that we did not misspell. We went by the spelling that's on the social. And while we were talking to her about that, my husband just looked down and said, "Oh my goodness, it's not just your middle name that's misspelled, it's your first name too." So I looked, and I'm looking at both documents, and I'm just like, wow. I am like the most screwed up child. I'm the most screwed up individual right now. Like I'm very, very full of emotion, like overwhelmed. We've joked about it, my husband and I, we've joked about it, but it's not funny when it's your life. This is a blow. It's a pain in the derriere. So the name that I have on my birth certificate, you all, and I'll type it in for you so you can see it, but it is Temicke. T Mike is my name on my birth certificate. So all my life I could have been nicknamed Mikey. Hey, the middle name is Letrish. Latrish. Okay. All these years I thought my middle name was Latrice, but it was Latrish. Okay. All my life I thought my first name was Temickie, but it was T Mike. Yeah. So right now I am dealing with shock. I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock. I keep saying it over and over again because I am literally in shock right now. The name of my social security card is Temickie. Temickie. The name that I thought that was my name. I thought that was my name. name. And then Latrice. They said that's the way you spell Latrice. So it's Leterice. That's on my social security card. So as you guys can see, I'm screwed up. I'm very, very screwed up. And this was a journey. At the clerk of courts, the ladies, they were very, very, very helpful. And they were just saying that, oh, don't feel bad. This happens more than you know. You are not the first one that this has happened to. And my husband goes, oh, you guys are just trying to make her feel good. And I'm just like, I hope I'm not the only one that this has happened to, because, I mean, wow. I mean, how do you screw up your child's, pretty much screw up their whole name from birth? How do you do that? Like, you didn't carefully look at documents. You didn't carefully fill documents out. Like, you know, that's just, I'm 45 and I'm dealing with this. Well, not anymore, because now I have my certified paperwork here, sealed with my new name, you all. So now my new name is Temickie, okay? Tameka. She is Temickie, okay? And my middle name. So I have to learn how to, do my new signature. That'll be fun. So right now we're in the process of changing my last name on my birth certificate. So right now, I think I've talked about this in another video about how I'm carrying another man's last name. That is not my biological father. Well, I was before my husband saved me. So right now I'm basically just trying to erase that name off of my birth certificate. And if I can get my family name on here, I will, which is my mother's maiden name. But if I can't get my mother's maiden name on here, which I should be able to, because if you look at my birth certificate, you have my mom's name here and you have her maiden name here. Look. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have her maiden name here, and then you have her married name there, which her married name at the time was the name that I have as my last name. Yeah, so, but it does have her maiden name here. So when I talk to the courts, which I'm waiting for them to call me back now from Des Moines, Iowa. What court people am I? What is it called? The Vital Records. Now I'm trying to get a hold of Vital Records in Des Moines, Iowa. And I am trying to basically just erase this last name of this father. I'm trying to erase this father, put it that way, off of my birth certificate completely. Like I told my husband, if we were ever to get a divorce, which is not going to happen, you guys, but if we were ever to get a divorce, I'm not changing my name back to this name, because this man was not my biological father. I hated this name all my life. It was a burden having to carry another man's name. That wasn't, I think you guys get it. So, like I told him, I chose his name. I didn't choose this one. This is not a name I chose. I chose his name. So, his name will be the name I keep. If I can't go to my mother's maiden name, I'm going to keep my husband's name. because I refuse to go back to this name, that my maiden name, that really didn't belong to me in the first place. So I am just trying to correct some of the wrongs that were, you know, pretty much burdened me all my life. That the hand that I was dealt wasn't a good hand. And, you know, I don't understand why I have 2 other siblings and their names are correct. They have no misspells in their names. But me, my whole name was ruined. Just my whole name, my whole identity was just ruined. So yes, that's what I'm dealing with right now, you all. I am still trying to deal with this situation. Right now, I'm just going to change, I'm trying to change some of the past damages to my birth certificate. And then after I correct them, I'm going to have all my documents changed over into my new name. But this is the last stop in my nightmare, pretty much. The nightmare. That's what you could call this. This is a nightmare. So this is pretty much my last steps in the nightmare, is basically deleting the father that is on my birth certificate. You may ask, why don't I put my father on my birth certificate? Well, the reason I will not put a father on my birth certificate, or the reason I don't want to put a father on my birth certificate, is because I have 2 fathers in running. We do not know who my biological father is. It could be one or it can be the other. And at this point, I want neither one of them on my birth certificate. I want a name on my birth certificate to where I don't ever have to change it again, if that makes any sense. And I would prefer, like I said in one of my previous videos, I would prefer my mother's maiden name. But if I can't get my mother's maiden name, then it will be permanently changed to my husband's name. But I will fight to get this man off of my birth certificate. Yes, so this is where I'm at today, you guys. I hope whatever I said was helpful. And yeah, you guys do what makes you happy. Until next time. Bye. Oh, please like, please comment, subscribe. And yeah, if you guys want more content like this, if you guys want me to put out more videos, you guys got to comment. You guys got to like. You guys got to show me that I'm worthy of y'all's attention and time, or I'm not going to continue coming on here as often, putting content out, if I'm not being appreciated for the content that I'm putting out, if that makes any sense. So, bye. All right, you guys. So, I did a video when I got this document back, which was, I filed this in, so you guys know I've been working on a name change. I got my stamped certification name change approval done. I got it back on the 13th of April. My name change is done. Bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. So I went into we went in to get the certificate of the legal name change, so I could send off on my birth certificate. But we had to wait 31 days. So I waited the 31 days, and then I went in, because it doesn't go forth a judge until 31 days. I don't know if they're giving you time to change your mind or whatever it is, but it goes forth to see the judge in 31 days. So 31 days, the judge viewed it. When the judge viewed my document, he noticed that there was misspellings of the names. So I knew that I had misspelled name different, like my middle name was different from the name of my birth certificate. So the name that I've been going by all my life was Temickie, Temickie. Middle name Latrice, Leterice is the name that I've been going by all my life, which is on my Social Security card. The reason I've been going by the name on my Social Security card is because I kept my Social Security card on me all the time in my wallet. My birth certificate, I never kept on me. It always stayed in a file cabinet. So I never really noticed that there was misspellings of the names. My husband noticed when we were getting a passport to go to the Cayman Islands, a little shortly after we were married. He noticed that my middle name was different on two different documents. So it's Latrice on my birth certificate and it's Latrice on my social, you know. Latrice, Letrish. And so yeah, there are two different spellings. We noticed that. We knew that that had to be fixed, you know, immediately, you know. So we did not know that there was different spellings on the first names, though. So my name, which could have been kind of cool as a kid because I was a tomboy, was Temickie. Temickie was my legal name. Temickie. That was the name that I should have been going by all my life. Instead of Temickie, it should have been Temickie. So my nickname could have been Mikey. That would have been my nickname, y'all. Well, everybody would have called me when I was a kid if I would have known that my name was Temickie. Temickie was the name that's on my birth certificate. So I was screwed as a child. I was pretty screwed up. I have two different names. That means I'm two different people, right? I have two different names, so I'm two different people, okay? But, so anyways, we knew that all of this had to be corrected. So we got the name change done, you all. My name is now Tameka. Middle name changed as well. I'm not going to give out too much of my legal name, but my middle name has been changed as well. The thing that I found out along this journey is, first off, I have to apologize to my birth mother because she was right. All this time, I thought that she just wanted all three of her kids to have the same last name, and that's why I was cursed with this name, this last name, that she was married to the man when she conceived me and my brother, you know. So we had to go, my middle brother, so we had to go under the name of which she was married to, which I think the law sucks for that, because if the man was not your biological father, they should not be doing this, but then the woman shouldn't have put the name down. Like, I don't know, man. Each time I've given birth to kids, I ain't never had to show my identification. They just went along with whatever I put on the birth certificate. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even put my kids' fathers down on the birth certificate. I didn't. I think the fathers put themselves down. I think they ended up going in and putting themselves down somehow, some way, I guess. But I never put them on there. I don't know. I am really, really hurt, crushed, and I done shedded quite a few tears about this because this is a mess. It's a mess. I do want to apologize to my birth mother because she was right, okay? You were right about the name. Legally, I was supposed to go under the name of which you were married, which I think is so stupid. But yes, that's the stupid ass law that we live in. And basically, I've been told so many different things. I was told by Vital Records in Des Moines, Iowa, that I can get this name removed off of my birth certificate. It should not be a problem. She said that it was called a Chapter 674. I've talked to the clerk's office in Davenport, Iowa about it. And they're saying that it's not possible for me to get this name off my birth certificate, and the only way to do it is I would have to drop it, which is my married name. I'm not dropping my married name to go under my mom's maiden name. I'm not going to do that. But then they're asking me, well, what's the sense of it? What's the sense of it then? Why do you want that off your birth certificate so bad if you don't want to change your name? Well, first off, I'm not ever planning on changing my name. It is my lifelong name for the rest of my life till the day I die. I'm not taking that name away. The thing that is killing me is because I have a man on my birth certificate that is not my biological father. I don't even know who my biological father is, to be completely honest. I have two fathers, you all. Neither one of them want to give me a DNA test. So basically, I spoke to an attorney just now, and the attorney is saying that this is my mom's legal matter. This is not something I can do on my own. My mom's going to have to sign off on this. My mom is going to, basically, she'd have to pay the attorney because my husband's job, which I get free lawyers through my husband's job, if it's pertaining me and my husband. But this situation is pertaining my mother because this is my mother's legal documentation. You know, this is what she put on my birth certificate. And if she's willing to state that she was separated from this man at the time of my conceivement, it may be able to get off my birth certificate. Or I'm not even sure. The lawyer is saying that this could be a very, very expensive case. Like, to me, it doesn't even seem like it should be that big of a deal. You have two parents on this document. One of them gave birth to me. And you have her maiden name here. And then you have this damn man that I don't even know. I know what he looked like, but I don't know him as a human being, as a person, to sit and even hold a conversation with this man. I don't know him like that. And to have him on my birth certificate as a father is like a bullet in my heart. Like, this is like a thorn in my ass. Like, I want this man off my document. And the only way to get this done is he would have to come forth and say he is not my biological father. Or I think my mom would have to come forth as well, basically stating that they want him removed off of my document. He is not my biological father. I have no communication right now with neither one of these people. I have no problem with reaching out to these people, but one thing I don't like is conflict. I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to bicker. I'm not trying to fight with nobody. I just want what's mine. And what's mine is my grandfather's last name on my birth certificate, my certificate of birth. You know? It's bad enough that I don't know who my biological father is. And all I hear is people saying, well, this one is your father. That one is your father. I'm at the age now where, hey, they don't want to give me a DNA test. That's fine and dandy. I'm 45 years old. I don't need to know who my daddy is at this point. I'm my daddy. Damn it. Like, I don't, that doesn't matter to me too much. You know, I pretty much, if I was raised with a father in the home, I'd probably look at it differently. But because I was not raised with a father in my home, I'm not missing out on anything that I don't know, you know. You can't miss something you ain't never had, you know. So therefore, I don't really give a shit about that. What I care about right now is getting this stranger's name off of my birth certificate. I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired, and I want this battle to be over. I'm going to go ahead and send in for my new birth certificate, which is going to have my change of my first name and my change of my middle name. And it's going to have this man on my document. Also, the lawyer told me you can only have one name change. He's like, well, did they explain to you that you can only do this one time? No. Nobody explained to me that I can only do this one time. I had no idea. But what he did explain to me was that getting this name off my birth certificate is not a simple name change like what I just had done, which I knew that. I knew that. The lady was telling me, oh, well, why didn't you have that done when you changed your name? And basically, if I was to have this done when I changed my name, then that would have been saying that I'm dropping my husband's name and I'm changing my name to my mother's maiden name. It's a mess, you guys. It's a mess. And it's a mess, man. This is my life, you know. And that's what people don't understand. They like, well, why does it mean so much to you? Why does it mean so much to you? You know, you already have a different last name. This is just not even worth it. It is worth it. It's worth it to me. This is my name. This is my life. I ain't being no crybaby either. But this is my life. This is my name. This is a curse to me. This is a curse to me. Because this is not my father. I'm tired. I'm so tired, you guys. This has been a long road. This is a lot, man. This is my life. It don't mean shit to nobody else. Oh, why do you care? Why do you care? Your name is something else anyways. I care because I don't want this on my life. This is my life. I don't want this on my document. I don't want no father on there. I just want my mom maiden name on there. That's it. That's all I've been fighting for all my life. It sucked to be going places and people, oh, you related to them people? You related to them? I'm not related to them. I ain't no blood relation to them. I was cursed with that name. That's what it feel like to me. It feel like I was cursed with this name. Shit. This is not a name I would want to choose. I want this name off my document and I can't get it off. So basically the attorney is saying that the only way to remove this name off my document is me and my mom gonna have to sit down with him, and she'd have to basically say that she was separated from him at the time of my conceivement, and she gonna have to basically admit that he is not my biological father. And I know she'll do that because she knows he's not my biological father. It would be helpful if this man would come forth and even say that I'm not his biological father, that he's not my biological father. That would be helpful too. I mean, the man never paid child support for me. The man didn't pay child support for me. Actually, to tell you the truth, there's only one man that paid child support for me, and that's the man my mom was saying at first wasn't my biological dad. She said that the man that paid child support for me was my brother's biological dad, but he wasn't mine. Now, and then like at my wedding and everything, she was saying that she named me after this man. That's, you know, she wanted me to be named Temickie and all this stuff after this man because she knew that this man was my biological father. So you telling me two different stories. One minute you tell me that this man my biological father. Next time you tell me that this man is my biological father. But the man that paid child support for me is my father in my heart. In my heart, that's my father. That's the father that raised me. That's the father that I grew up knowing as my father. But from, you know, it's so much of a mix up. You know, he didn't raise me in the home, but he still raised me. He paid child support for me. I still have visitations and things like that. So, I mean, I'm telling a lot of my business right now, y'all, which I really don't care because this is my documentation. This is my diary of life. So, this is just what I'm doing for myself, y'all, but I don't know. It's a mess. Then down at the clerk's office, they're going to tell me, oh, this ain't the first time this didn't happen. This didn't happen before. My husband go, oh, they just trying to make you feel good. I'm like, yeah, they could be. They could be just trying to make me feel good. Because it's a mess. Who has different spellings on each document of their first and their middle name? Just screwed up. Screwed up all my life, man. Screwed up, man. Screwed up on my birth certificate. Screwed up on my social security card. Just screwed up. I'm just a screwed up, mixed up individual here. And it hurts like shit. It hurts, you guys. It hurts. I play this tough guy role, but I'm hurting inside. I'm hurting really bad inside right now. This shit really hurts. I mean, I got made fun of in school all my life for my name. And now here I am, trying to fix it. And I keep running into a brick road. This man telling us that this could be expensive. I just don't understand. So I will be reaching out to my bio mother here soon to see if she'll just go sit down with me and this attorney and just see what we can do. Right now, I'm going to send off for my legal birth certificate with my new name. And that's that, you guys. So if anybody out there is trying to change your name, it's really, changing your name is not a hard process. It's not hard at all, you guys. Just call your local clerk's office and they'll walk you through it all. If you ever think you can't change your name, you can. You can. Just call your clerk's office, okay? In your at your courthouse, and they'll walk you through it all. It can be done. I think I paid like $195 for my e-file and all that stuff to go forth the judge, and then to get my stamped, sealed certification of my new name. I think my husband paid like, I want to say $30 for that. And right now, I'm about to call in the morning and send off for my legal birth certificate. And this is supposed to be a happy time. This is supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be happy. This is supposed to be a happy experience. This is supposed to be joyful, you know? I'm finally doing something that I've been wanting to do all my life. I'm finally doing it. This is supposed to be joyful. But it's not. It's not. It's not joyful until I get that name off of here.